Colamy Atlas has been a favorite of ours for a long time. This is one of those chairs where we like it because of the value proposition. But again, in this tier list, we're trying to take away the price. So you take away the price, this is still a really comfortable chair. It has this really nice built-in lumbar curve. So even though it does have some added like an adjustable support system, you almost don't need it because of that curve in the backrest. The seat is really nice, has a good balance of comfort, some cushion, but not too thick. So it's going to be a high C for me.
I think I'm the only one that's ever given this higher than a C. I give this usually a B minus, and I think I'm right there still with this one. As far as comfort's concerned, it's above average in my opinion. The seat's nice and cush. The arm pads are a little firm and they just move a little too easily for me. And that lumbar support in the back is a bit pokey, but that natural curve in the backrest is awesome. I know a ton of people who actually just yank the lumbar support out of the back of the chair and find it to be more comfortable. We haven't done that yet, but I would imagine just from the shape that would be pretty good. So I'm just gonna go B minus again.
Like Greg said, slightly above average when we're looking at just pure comfort. The arms aren't the best. They do have four-way adjustment. Again, they move a little bit too much and they are a little bit hard, but they do have some softness to them, so they're not hard plastic. The seat can feel a little bit small just because it has a tapered design. So all of the edges are kind of tapered, so the surface area that you sit on is a little bit smaller. But in terms of comfort, I think the mesh is really good, both in the headrest and the backrest. The seat padding is comfortable, and you can get into a nice position whether you want to work upright or use that fully recline, slightly above average. So we're going to be at a C+ total average on this one.
All right, next up on the list, we've got the Ticova, and this has been a chair that really has shown up a lot in our list, and one of the first chairs that we brought in that was like $120 or $30 a lot of times, that offered quite a bit of comfort. This chair actually recently has gone down a little bit for me, especially with seeing that Proto Arc, which was just a few more before this one. The arm pads, a little bit firm. They are adjustable, but not quite as adjustable as I'd like to see in this lumbar. It isn't quite as comfortable as the Proto Arc. It kind of is a little more jabby in there. Same thing with the headrest. I think it's good. It's just stuff like this happens. Obviously, from a comfort standpoint, it's decent. But overall, I'm going to say for where we're at on this one, I'm going to drop it down to a C- from a C. I think there's, for what you're paying, it's pretty tough to get this any higher. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna be right there at the same rank. This has been my #1 go-to recommended chair for under $200 for years now. But being realistic about what you're getting, yes, I have been very high on this chair for the price. But again, it's a sub $200 chair. Is it gonna be perfect? Absolutely not. Is it gonna have all of the adjustments that you need? No. And does it have a seat that's not gonna be quite as comfortable as some other chairs? For sure. But I think the backrest is really comfortable. I do think that it offers good comfort, and the recline on this thing is insane. It's one of the only chairs that you're gonna find in this price range that you can go back as far as you can. And so if you're looking for a good type lounging chair to put in like a home office where you're gonna be watching movies, YouTube videos, and doing office work, I think this is a great chair for sub $200. But again, keeping expectations in check, I'm gonna be at a C-.
Yeah, I think what happens is we start to bring in more and more chairs, and then all of a sudden your expectations change, or like what we think is a C tier can suddenly become a little different. For me, I do move this down a little bit to a C-. Yeah, probably used to be a pretty solid C for all of us, but yeah, again, compared to some others, it just doesn't quite match that level. So C- all across. If you want to see how we rank all of the most popular chairs, head over to BTODtv to see our full office chair tier list. Click the link in the description.